Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and good morning, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from today on IGLady channel YouTube. I'm still your host, IGLady, and today we are going to be discussing and sharing our stories, experiences, and how we're able to overcome challenges in our attitude structure series here on the channel. And I'm so excited to have an amazing guest today on the show, Miss Martha Borich, a parenting expert and the author of Yes, You Can Raise a Happy, Responsible Children. I'm so excited to have you on the channel, Ma. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Nor
Can
could
you mind share with us your story, a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Great. I am so happy to be here, ideal lady. And you know what? Let's start with the very beginning. My mother loved my brother better. Let's just get that right out of the way. And if you have more than one child, you're dealing with that all the time. Your kids are going to use that as an excuse. I use that as an excuse all my life. Well, mom loved you better. That's why I didn't this, I didn't that. Yeah. So don't let your kids fool you. They're just using it as an excuse. And the very fact that there is sibling rivalry helps a lot of children do a lot better. When they talk to elite athletes, they'll say, well, I had to beat my brother. I had to beat. My brother was the best at this. I had to be good at something. My sister was better at this. I had to be good at something. So I developed this skill. I developed that skill. The same with some musicians and other people. So sibling rivalry is not always a bad thing, but we kids are going to use it against our parents until the day we die. Because you'll talk to 50, 60, 70-year-old people who will still say, my mother loved my sister better, my dad liked my brother better, and it's always excuses, and it's rarely true. It's all perception, because how can our parents love us the same? We're not the same people. I'm not the same as my brother or my sister or anybody else, so my parents can't love me the same way. They love different things about my brothers. They love different things about me. But as kids, we all, children have no logic until that's why you can't reason with a child. They have no logic, and it's usually at ages 4, 5, 6 that we start developing these sibling right. Really, from the time a new child is born, the older child makes a decision whether this child is an interloper or a friend, whether they want the child in the family or they don't. And you'll see a lot of this. You'll see children who were potty trained, and then the new child arrives, and then the child's not potty trained anymore because, wow, this new kid's getting all this attention, and look at mom and dad changing this kid's diaper. Well, I don't have a diaper anymore. Those aren't maybe the actual thoughts of the child, but reasoning somewhat like that goes through their little minds. But anyway, so if you have more than one child, yes, just realize you're going to be dealing with that sibling rivalry forever. Just tell your children, you know what, I can't love you the same because you're different people. If I loved you the same, we'd all be robots. What fun would that be? So that's first. That's first about me. My mother loved my brothers better. And you know what? Doesn't matter how old I am, I still kind of have that in the back of my mind. But the very fact that my mother told me how your brother's so smart, your brother's a genius, blah, blah, blah. Well, because of that, I'm the only person in my family ever got an education. He got a high school education, but I got more college degree. I'm PhD, all but dissertation. So I'm the only person in my family to ever do that. So it's not always a bad thing. But anyway, many things. And I taught child psychology for 10 years, which was a whole lot of fun. And remind me to tell you the story about the student whose 2-year-old put his shoes in the microwave. I'll tell you that story in a couple of minutes. And then I taught child psychology, taught special education, high school special education for 16 years. So I have changed the behavior of many a child. I know of what I speak of, and even special education children, because you have to. You have to have a lot of patience to help people change their behaviors, and whether you're trained, and I don't. This is kind of funny, but whether you're training your dog or your children, or your friends, you have to have patience, and you can't get mad at them for the silly things they do. Just help them do better.
Exactly. Actually, we can only help them when we are able to know what exactly they need from us and how we're going to offer the special help we have or any help for them accordingly.
If you're afraid to do what you really want to do in life, you're not going to live. You're not going to meet the people you really want to meet because you're afraid. You're not going to do the things. You're not going to try. You're going to be afraid to fail. Or you're not going to take the piano lessons because you're going to be afraid to fail. Oh my goodness, what if I fail? Okay, what if you fail? Then you realize piano's not for you. Then try guitar. Then try drums if music is your thing. We have to stop being afraid to fail, and we have to stop telling our children, well, you tried this and you tried that, and it didn't work for you, and you quit, you quit. Well, yeah, I'm a kid and I'm trying new things.
Thank
Okay,
you so much for the story. And there's so much to learn from this. And I believe our audience watching us today will be so excited once this video is uploaded. Once they watch this video, they'll be learning so much from what we discussed in the story she shared on how parents can raise amazing kids and raise responsible children across the globe. So, ma'am, I want to know, is the book on Amazon? So I want our audience who are watching us to go also and purchase your book on Yes You Can Raise a Happy, Responsible Children. Is it on Amazon?
yes, the book is on Amazon, and you'll have to put the whole title in there probably. Yes, you can raise happy, responsible children, so write it down. But yes, it's in softcover and it's also in Kindle.
Do you have any final words for our audience?
Yes, one day at a
Okay.
time. Everything's going to work out. Have faith. You just take, whatever challenging behaviors your child has. All we can do is what we can do today. Just do your best today. Tomorrow's going to work out. One day at a time. And oh yeah, and get my book. It'll help. And I do charging fees. You can go to
Exactly.
my website
Yeah.
and find out.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, remember what Miss Martha Broach said today that it is parenting is a journey, one day at a time, taking your parental journey gradually until you are done. But I don't think there's a time we'll be done with parenting. I don't think so, but you have to take your journey one step at a time, loving your child and being there to guide them accordingly. And remember, the viewer, you can actually purchase Miss Martha's book on Amazon. Yes, you can raise a happy, responsible children on Amazon. Read this book, and it will help you to go a long way in helping you to be a good parent to your children.